It's like that opening that package of Apple, and that's
Sure.
something I talk to Kyle all the time. I'm like, dude, we need to look. Our consumer wants to like the feel of opening that box, like that's part of the consumer perception of our brand. It's not
Experience.
just the
Yeah, no,
shoe.
no, it's the experience for sure, 100%. And so that was a conversation too. Did Brewer just want to brass tack and just kind of send it in a manila folder?
I don't know. Maybe just sending you them in there. We are actively. I've been talking about getting this better, like a nice box with a magnet, different things like that. Again, everything comes with a cost. So, in the newer
Right.
ones, actually in the red ones, they were Christmas. So
Mhm.
I actually looked online and found like an RX prescription,
Yeah.
and we hand wrote one, and then we photocopied them so they looked handwritten like that look, and we put them in the box with the shoes. Kyle just must have sent you the manila envelope for Jack.
No, no, no. It was that box. It was just wrapped in. It was wrapped in
Oh.
a like. No, it was that box. No, I got it. But it was wrapped in a bag. Looked like a shopping bag, like an old school paper bag. But yeah, okay. So I do got to get on a plane. So
At some
the
point.
one thing, yeah, yeah. The one thing that is interesting to me is I keep my ear to the ground. You guys are doing some cool stuff. Can you talk about some of the personalized shoes that you may have coming out? I know you can't speak about the scarlet and
Y-
and
yeah.
black.
So we do have some college edition stuff. Again, I was in the Rutgers room, and Sebastian's shoes were literally Sebastian Rivera. For you guys who don't know, he is American, although he wrestles for Puerto Rico. And I was like, hey, man, Dean loves our shoes. Dean Peterson loved our shoes. We gave him a couple pairs. He would wear them all practice. Obviously, couldn't wear them until this year
Can't
in
win.
matches,
Mhm.
but he wore the crap out of them, loved them to death. So we gave him a couple pairs. Nini loved them. I gave Alex a couple pairs. Good kid. And one day Sebastian's working out. He's got his EXEOs. The back of the heels falling off of one. The other one's like they just were beat, and
Yeah.
they're white shoes, so they're dirty. Like they're a white one. And I was just like, hey, look, I'm sure you get shoes from someone. That's all I said. I'm sure you get shoes from someone. I got an extra pair in my car. I don't know what size you are. They're nines, and I just happen to have a pair. And I was like, if you want to try them out, Shot Doc's like, it's go ahead and don't worry. Like if you don't like them, just give them to somebody else. And he,
Mhm.
if you know Sebastian, he just goes, I'm going to tell you exactly how it is on these shoes if they suck. And I was like, please do. Tell me what you don't like. So I go get him a pair. He puts them on. He wears them for practice. He says he likes them. Says they're comfortable. And I wasn't able to come back for like a month and a half. Just it was I don't know what happened. I just family, kids, life, and I popped
Mhm.
back into practice, and he goes, "Yo, I haven't taken them off." And I said, "What do you mean?" He's like, "I've worn them in every practice since you came in." He's like, "I haven't worn another pair of shoes. I love them." And at that point, I just was like, "Do you want a pair for the Olympics?" And he had already qualified, and he just
Yeah.
goes, "Yeah." And we just did an old guinea handshake, and we made a pair of shoes for him, and that
Yeah.
and we were able to get him samples. Again, that was a whole process of we got the shoes so late after we needed them right after the Olympics, but we got them late. But they came out awesome, and they were the pictures of him like jumping into
Amazing.
the coach, dude. It was like iconic, really awesome stuff. The pictures were incredible. We didn't even have to take them or be there, and it was that was just one of those things.